G'day, mate, and welcome back to Factorio with me, Jetty. We're back to Bite of Hell with me, Jetty, and we're in episode 60½, which means another recap episode. It also means that we're 10 weeks into this series, which is, 10 weeks and like 48 hours into gameplay. So, yeah, it's been a busy series. So, it's also been a really busy week, which I looked back and it looks like every episode has gone longer than I'd intended, longer than I'd normally like. But, you know, it is what it is. Unfortunately, with this series, it sort of dictates my gameplay rather than the other way around. So, let's start the start of the week. Start of the week, we went out and we built the east wall. The east wall that is missing things. How many hit points do you have? 150 to 150. Okay. So, we went and built the east wall, which is missing a seismic tower. So let's go run out there real quick and put a seismic tower out there. One, please. Thank you. On top of that, you can see the floor is currently sort of a little bit light grey colour. It's waiting for just a touch of concrete. So, on top of that, you might notice the occasional stutter in the game. That is caused by bullet time. Bullet time is back. I'm not particularly happy about bullet time being back, but it's definitely back. The reason it's back is, well, these mods tend to be a bit brutal on your PC and on the Factorio engine itself. And in fact, this week we actually removed 2 mods entirely. One was the repair turrets. You'll see they're now completely missing from around about our row reports, and we also removed a mod that was stopping the walls from being repaired. So if you were keenly observant earlier on in the series, you noticed robots never wanted out to repair walls. They just leave them damaged, because I had a cute little mod that just stopped the walls being repaired. Unfortunately, mod's gone. So you can see lots of robots run out here, and lots of robots get damaged, repairing walls, then repairing themselves, then repairing... Yep. It is what it is. Come on, pick up tower. You can do it. Pick up this junk. Come on, upgrade planner. Click the right tile. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, both those mods had to get removed because basically it was slowing down the game. It was slowing down the game an awful lot. So they both got removed at the start of the week, which meant that now we're relying on good old-fashioned robots to dump repair packs and repair everything. Which led us to our first interesting find of the week, that after getting this done and removing those 2 mods, there's now a whole turret missing. 2 whole turrets missing. We couldn't make repair packs fast enough. We probably couldn't make repair packs fast enough for quite some time. But on top of that, every row report was needed some sort of stock of repair packs. And that led to robots needing repair packs constantly. So we had this little assembler in here that was making repair packs that got substantially upgraded, both from Tier 2 to Tier 3, along with some speed modules and a second inserter to shove green circuits in faster, to make repair packs. Which led to the next interesting find of... The next interesting find of... we didn't have enough gears, so this whole gear assembly machine has disappeared, and... sorry about that, I had to cough. We needed... well, this whole gear assembly disappeared and was replaced with a brand new gear assembly over here, because we didn't have enough iron in the main base to basically keep it operational. In fact, even this iron is looking horribly, horribly poor. So, rather than running 2 belts of iron from the only other place we had iron, being all the way over here, and either belting it through the base or getting a train and running it through and around the base somehow, I decided to do the logical thing, and we're going to make gears over here, which we'll actually go have a look at, and then bring a gear belt right the way across the base, because that's just how we roll in this series. We just run a belt to wherever it needs to go. These assembly machines are actually assembly machines 4, so we're playing with Factorio Extended more and more and more as this series continues. And if we run max rate calculator across them and we look at it per second, they're actually bringing in a red belt worth of iron per second And because of productivity modules, the increased speed of the actual assembly machine itself, and the speed beacons, they're actually putting out half a blue belt worth of gears per second. So we got 2 of these merged together, doing a whole blue belt's worth. And we've started using loaders to actually load machines, because 3 inserters were struggling. 3 inserters were really struggling. Whereas 1 loader, yep, it's designed, in, out, done. So we're using loaders to bring iron in, and we're also using loaders to bring the gears out, which we're then running right the way across the base because we can. The other things we started playing with this week was, well, that after we fixed gears, we had a new problem, which was green circuits, which you can see is still not running exactly what I would call brilliantly. It's running. Let's upgrade that, actually, whilst we're here. So, green circuits led to this lovely build down here that got updated early in the week from a level 2 assembler to a level 3 assembler, and at the same time we put in some prod mods with some speed mods to keep the speed up, but also be able to squeeze just a little bit more efficiency out of the build. And then literally the next episode, the next day, or the one after that, we'd already had the tier 3 assemblers running, so we're like, well, I said, why not just upgrade it once again to the next level of assembler, and then when we can use just solid prod mods. So we did that, and that got us from 2 belts of green circuits to 3 belts of green circuits, which, as you can see, went into our red circuit build, which also got increased. Another section of the build got added below, and another section at the top. This plastic belt had to make an even larger loop around the place, and that got us from almost a yellow belt. We had almost a yellow belt worth of output into just over a yellow belt worth of output. Yeah, red circuits are really, really, really expensive. But yeah, now we've actually got a decent amount of red circuits coming out. I know it looks like a blue belt with. Okay, it looks like a blue belt. It's actually running at yellow belt speed. But yeah, we've got a decent amount of red circuits coming out. Same story, we went for the next tier of assembler and then just filled it full of prod mods. Because we filled it full of prod mods, we could get a little bit more out of it. And the extra belt of green circuits we brought across and shoved into the base right here to get a little bit more green circuits into the rest of the base up and running. Same story with blue circuits. Blue circuits, because they just chew through the greens. Thanks, research. They also got the standard prod mod and assembler 4 treatment, and are running it like crafting speed of 0.8, which is not too bad, but with 4 prod mod 3s in there, they're using a lot less green circuits for every single blue circuit made. So they were the big updates to the newer and fancier stuff. On top of that, we had our good old great sorter, which has never ever had a problem once and has never ever backed up ever back up entirely with alien artifacts, i.e. old-fashioned alien goop that you'd normally find on the floor and all over your base and everywhere. This guy backed up completely, which forced us to go put a brand new build over here, basically removing all that stuff and turning it to uranium, because uranium was one of those things we could use. It gives us access to the new uranium miners, which automatically come with a productivity bonus of 50%. On top of that, we're also using uranium to make uranium walls, which, as you can see, we now have a decent supply of. So yeah, we started using those to make a lot more uranium, which also led to having, well, because we had more uranium, we required a new build to process more uranium, which, again, we use the beauty of productivity modules to get a little bit more of a boost out of them. And on top of that, can I just pull those out? So you guys have a crafting speed of 1. These guys also have a crafting speed of 1. But the difference is these guys can actually take in extra prod mods. So they're going to get upgraded very shortly to taking the extra prod mods and give us more rocks, both shiny and dull. At the same time, this build down here also got upgraded to the next tier of Centrifuge. I actually thought there was a speed bonus on it. Turns out there isn't. But now I know that it gives us more abilities to have more productivity modules. That's exactly what we're going to do. Actually, I should be able to do that. Followed immediately by that. And that should just automatically add prop mods as the base creates prop mods. And yeah, it really doesn't matter. Nope, wrong item. Same thing there. Okay, so we started upgrading things to Centrifuge Mark IIs. We started processing more and more of the alien goop. Unfortunately, that almost led to, I think it was an episode later, where our Alien Ore Mark I and our Alien Ore Mark II also backed up. Main reason is we're turning all that into stone, which we're then turning into brick, which we're turning into concrete, which we're bringing all the way over here and turning into refined concrete. The problem is we weren't spending it. We hadn't been spending it for a very, very, very long time. In fact, you can go there. And where's the robot? And make one of them. Yeah, we hadn't been spending refined concrete for a very, very long time. So that has led to the current mess that you can see where I have literally paved the whole world with refined concrete to make sure that our stone build keeps working, to make sure we keep using ever so slowly. If we go over to where it feeds in, ever so slowly, we're still using Alien Ore Mark I and Mark II because it needs to be used. We have no option. We have to get rid of this stuff. Otherwise, the great sort of backs up and bad things happen. Speaking of that, it looks like it's backing up with alien guts again. Yeah, those numbers are going up. Okay, we might need some assembler 4s up here to keep this going. So, those were both updated. Our green circuits, our red circuits are updated. We seem to be in a fairly good spot. Unfortunately, we all of that basically fixed. A lot of that was about fixing our repair packs, which we had none in stock. We spent the whole week, or at least half the week, with absolutely none in logistic storage. As you can see now, I actually have 28,000 in storage and ready to go. Main reason is we just need one worm to attack, and I can show you. The worm attack Seismic Blast Tower is actually really dangerous. Is that belt broken? No, I bet you it's broken by a blast tower. Yep. Alright, more things to go fix. So, the blast towers, the way they work is we should have one going off any second now. Because the worms, we just got a notification the worms have moved. Yep, 3 belt. You. Power pole. How far will you reach? Come on, blast towers. Do you have repair packs? I'm going to go with no. Nope. Where are my repair packs? Can you bots come back here with my repair packs so I can dump them in the network? Thank you. Go away. Alright. Well, wait a second. So the Seismic Blast Towers. The Seismic Blast Towers are the most horrible invention ever. I think that's exactly... I think that's right. Yep. So, these fire a 30 damage blast when triggered, killing or burrowing worms and damaging structures within 80 tile range. And, oh look, there's one went off there. And as you can see, it's damaged everything in this circle with just 30 damage. But it means robots get called from all over the map to come repair everything. Oh look, there's another one. Perfect round 80 tile circle. which means robots are coming from everywhere to repair everything. And all these roboports have no repair packs in them, so you know those that have both construction bots has to have construction bots and repair packs in it. They'll get launched, they'll go repair things. Everything else will go to wherever you're keeping the repair packs, being storage, central storage. Central storage is always picked over a buffer chest, because I have updated all our buffer chests to now include 300 repair packs. Yeah, robots get fired from all over the base or all over the map to go repair everything. And as you can see, they are just spending time flying everywhere to repair everything. I have a feeling this mod's going to not survive next week. On top of that, it has broken my train tracks here because I had no repair. Yeah, we'll get back to you guys. My train tracks were not in robot range. Oh, look. They're almost dead again. Okay. They're still not in robot range, it turns out. So they still don't get repaired. So you end up with train track that has 10 hit points because it's been hit by 3 seismic blasts by 3 seismic towers. Yup. Come on, give me that. There you go. They can now be repaired. Please. I don't know why the bots are not doing this. Excuse me. It's still smoky here in Australia. Very smoky. So yeah. Oh, there you go. There's another train track being damaged. So yeah, I've had to extend the network out here, and now I've had to extend the network out here to make sure that our train tracks get repaired. Obviously, my belt gets repaired, so we can keep dumping goop out of the north stations. Oh, that's right. I got to request this up here to empty storage. I should really put those... That's a really good idea, JD. You should put a pair of those right there. So yeah, they've been damaging everything. Oh look, there's another one going off, which has damaged absolutely everything. It's an awesome mod. I love the concept of the mod. It's just, it's been a pain in my existence. All right, so what else happened? Yes. So after much procrastination and trying to avoid the problem, we upgraded to, where is it? Here, tier Mark 2 furnaces, which have a crafting speed of 3 compared to the old ones, which have a crafting speed of 2, which meant that up here we've finally gone out and tapped. See what I mean? Finally gone out and tapped all of both this iron and this copper, converted all of that into, well, smelted all of that, and it means because they are 50% faster, you'll find that these are a standard 48 length furnace, which is normally enough for a red belt, but because they're 50% faster, we can actually get a blue belt out of these guys. So we're producing 3 blue belts of green circuits, 3 blue belts of red circuits, which we're then running through the worst, oddest build I've ever done as far as green circuits are concerned, and we are pumping out, what's that, 156 per second, which is 45, 90, over 3 blue belts worth of green circuits out, and that is now coming in and completely 110% supplementing the base. If you remember, our original green circuit build over here is just completely gone. It got ripped up. And now the green circuits coming here, they're supplementing our make almost everything and our repair packs. At the same time, they're actually coming through here. And they've taken over these 2 green circuit belts, which have been spaghettied all the way over here from our boosted green circuit build. So we got a lot more repair packs. A lot more green circuits coming into the base, which means we should be set up for future developments of faster, more speed modules and more productivity modules. There they are. More productivity modules, because these are the main things that are, well, that and efficiency modules are the main items that are required for Factorio Extended. We can see speed modules, speed and efficiency modules for their miners. What else was it? Speed modules for the refineries, speed modules for the chemical plants. So, yeah, speed modules and efficiency modules are going to be very, very heavily used in Factorio Extended. So we needed to upgrade our red and green circuit production. We've upgraded green twice now. And now we're in a situation where we've definitely got some spare green circuits hanging around the base. Well, available in the base at least. And we're going to, next episode, hopefully, providing the game doesn't force me to go do something else, look at our red circuit build and look at definitely a prod mod, speed mod, some sort of build that's much more efficient. On top of that, we have our ammo problem. So if you guys remember, we did have, this box was absolutely full of ammo. We had so much ammo, we didn't know what to do with it. We had a few problems. Problem number one is we ran out of iron to make yellow ammo, because I killed this supplemental belt because it looked backed up. Turns out it wasn't backed up at all. So that sort of depleted our yellow ammo stocks, which then ate into our red ammo stocks, which then ate into our green ammo stocks. After I rectified all those problems and fixed all that, we're still making green ammo, and we've had to upgrade to the next tier of assemblers because we're making 6.6 red, and we're now making 6 green ammo, so the poison ammo per second, which is 3,600 ammo per second. But as you can see, it's all going in the box, on the belt, straight under the belt, around the base, which is pretty much just the southern wall now. This one, unfortunately, I decided to build on green ammo, figuring I had heaps of it. And as you can see, there's not a lot of green ammo out here. On top of that, this is the end of the belt. He's got 16 ammo. Everybody else has 40. This guy's got 16. There's not a lot. In fact, these guys are up here actually spend more time without ammo than with ammo. It's that bad. So, yeah. We've got a few ammo problems on the map. And now I need some biters. I need biters on biter. Oh. Slow the game down. So, on top of that, we have our newest friendly biters coming to the party. We have, that's category 5 biters that we've dealt with before. Please have it. Oh, there's a category. I saw it. Yep, category 6 spitter. And if I can stay on the right tile, you can see these guys have 6,000. You can pause it at any time. 6,000 hit points. There we go. Category 6 biter with 12,000 hit points. Best thing about these guys is pretty much nothing stops them. Every single time they've been... So, a behemoth, dead. Every single time they've been upgraded, they've doubled. So they've got twice as many hit points with twice as many resistances. From a big to a category 5, and then a category 5 to a category 6. Which means that some of these spitters shoot like a tank. Well, there we go. There's that guy there, and he's not quite dead. Where are we? At 1 acid damage, 32 seconds, something. I missed it. What are you? You're category 5. So you have a damage of 720, which means the category 6 has a damage of like 1.4k damage, acid damage per second, with a splash of like 1.4. So now they're hitting well over 1 tile, well, 1.5 tiles worth of splash. They're pretty nasty. And yeah, they've got like 6,000 hit points with massive resistances. If we actually get Behemoth, category 5, category 6, 1.4k acid, and you can see like they've got decent resistances as well. Their fire resistance is still really low, thankfully, but yeah, ammo bounces. Ammo really bounces off these guys. It also means that the you can't really see it, but the ceramic and the mirror biters also have a category 5 and a category 6 version. And they're really, really, really nasty. In fact, you might have seen it, the last research finish was a physical projectile damage 9. Not so much for the walls, but for my SMG, because literally at this point, if it's a category 5 and above, a category 5 outright, anything actually above a behemoth, my ammo is literally just bouncing off them. I need to either start looking at uranium ammo or something else. But yeah, as these guys wander in, now my walls have 1,000 hit points. You'll see lasers will do a great job of taking out little things, but if these guys start to attack, they're just going to take chunks out of my wall. Oh, there goes one section of wall. And of course, my fire turrets don't damage my own walls, but that one's down to 250 hit points. Same story there, and that's one standard attack. You guys have been watching this series for long enough. You've seen how the attacks come in. A lot of times it's like 2 or 3 attacks stacked on one on top of one another. Oh, here's another palm coming in to say hello. It does look like most of the attacks are now coming in properly, rather than just standing around, hanging around forever. Actually, we should really test that. Yeah, I don't see any biters standing around, hanging around forever. They do have their little attack group positions where they gather up, so that's normal. But yeah, no biters just hanging around. So that's an attack group forming up. Yeah, so the biters are now behaving at least. Yeah, there's no group standing there doing nothing. Awesome. And as for total kills, well, the kills are off the record. Like 14,000 and 10,000 are the category 5s. The category 6s, which are the newest version, 3,000 and 2,000. They're not nice. They're not nice. They're definitely coming in. They're definitely causing havoc. And that's big. Do we not get a separate icon for the category 5 and 6? Specialized ones, the ceramics and the mirrors. Because I definitely know I've had to go out and shoot one face to face. A colossal worm, 500 of them. Okay, it doesn't look like we do. But yeah, pollution is still off the scale, pretty much hard up against the biters, wherever the biters may be. Attacks are pretty constant. But yeah, seismic towers are still blowing up my own base. Yeah. And they're actually taking out, or maybe it's the biters taking out. Yeah. I have noticed the seismic towers are doing enough damage quick enough. Well, there you go. That inserter was taken out by seismic towers. It wasn't taken out by biters because they're not going to target that inserter. They'll target the flamers and lasers in front of it. Yeah, die. So yeah, it's been an interesting week. It's going to be another interesting week. We're going to continue playing with Factorio Extended and continue seeing how the mod works and what the mod does. Well, we know what the mod does. It gives you extra tiers of Factorio, everything. Same time, we might have to update the processing thingamajiggy bob because that belt does not look like it's running. Oh, it is. Oh, you've got crappy inserters. I think I can fix that. Turns out I can. That was easy. Can all the fixes be like that? Oh, that's input. Input's probably fine. Nope. Oh, that's the other thing. They got massive upgrade all the way around the base. So, Factorio Extended gives us higher tiers of belts. You guys have probably seen that I've been using... I had to use green belt through here just to get the throughput we needed. And I had started making tier... Oh, what would that be? Tier 5 belts. Tier 5 belts. Through parts of the... Well, parts of, like, this build. Just to get stuff down here fast enough. Started have to using the next tier of belts. Turns out the Great Goop Collection Belt could not keep up. We actually had goop, and you can see there's a dead straight line all the way out here. We had so much goop on the map that it extended out past my pickup towers. So, turns out there's 2 extra tiers of pickup towers that you literally just have to turn on in the mod. So that's probably the next thing I'm going to be doing, just to clear out some of the goop that's further out from the base. Also probably help when I'm clearing new territory to actually clear the goop behind that I have to normally run out and pick up by hand, this stuff. Because there's nothing worse than picking up goop by hand or all by bots. But yeah, because we fixed our gear problem, we could finally start mass producing belts. So we now have a decent amount of purple belts, green belts in stock, along with the splitters, I hope. Yes, the splitters as well. So we actually upgraded the Great Goop Collection Belt to Tier 5. So Rapid Transport Belt Mark II around the whole map all the way up to here, which is funny because it still struggles to process everything fast enough. Yep, we've got a lot of goop coming in. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this weekly recap. This is probably the length of a standard video. Yeah, it is. Like I said, it's been a really busy week. There's been a lot going on. And we still need the robots to concrete half the world. Bit over half the world. 90% of the world. And repair the other 80%. Yeah, anyway, that's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed this little weekly recap episode. And we're 10 weeks in, so, you know, we're going to keep going. Maybe they'll release 18? Maybe they have, because this is recorded a couple of days early. I don't know. Either way, I'm waiting for 18, because the extra performance I get out of it means I can probably keep some of these mods enabled for a little while longer. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. See you guys in the next video. All right, bye.